Obviously, I cannot entertain all of you. So yeah, there you go. And it has. I'm really really sorry. We'll be joined by SA very very shortly, and there have been innumerable requests for you to come. All of you to want to join together.
Hey,
Sorry, SA. Sorry for the confusion. Hi, hi, hi.
oh Ash, first of all, thanks so much. I know why I'm smiling. I just heard you speak Hindi. I thought Satyama Sulran Chikave was something else.
No, but I mean, I thought I should speak Hindi with you today because of the Chapati song that we have seen you very famously sing. And तो हम हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं ना आज?
Jarur.
That's a good way to begin. Okay, SA, we are very well aware. Like I already introduced you on the live thing. Your stand-up comedy is of utmost value for me, especially when I'm traveling abroad. All of us get to see it, and it's a great break, especially when we are all playing. And humor is something that's very close to my heart. So thank you for entertaining us, and hopefully you can bring your entertainment and your cricket together tonight.
You.
Talking about Sachin's birthday.
Hey, well, first things first, as then let me just say, as much as the Sachin thing was all happening when we all grew up, everyone was Sachin fans. I unfortunately also was, even bigger fan of Markwa. As much as I wanted to love Sachin, I also loved Markwa. So my entire childhood was spent with being bullied by Sachin fans for being a Markwa fan.
No, it is not a surprise for me at all because a lot of my friends in school were Mark Waugh fans of France as well. Elegance and unbelievable batsman. But today is about Sachin. So I hope you know that we are not going to be talking about Mark Waugh as much as we'll be talking about Sachin. That's for another day.
Sure.
So tell me something, SA. I'm very well aware that you are a big cricket buff, and so are you about movies. But what do you remember about Sachin Tendulkar the most? You must have not missed many test matches or many matches at Chepauk. So what do you remember the most?
No, actually, unfortunately for me, the matches that I could see in Sachin in Chepauk were not the classics because we didn't have we were not old enough to make our own decisions or cut school for that matter. So the classic that the series clinching match in Chennai and all, I was in school listening to the radio only. But the last match, I was there when the match you played also, where he hit Nathan Lyon for 2 sixes.
Nathan Lyon for 2 sixes to finish. So obviously, I was in school for many of the matches that Sachin played in Chennai too. But I can't forget it, being the cricketer that I am and so inspired by what he has done. Sachin has always had a great second innings at Chepauk. If people are watching, we will just revisit a little bit of it. Have you seen this game on YouTube, which I'm going to reminisce today, of the Sharjah Sandstorm? Have you seen that game even on highlights on YouTube?
Of course.
So that game where Sachin Tendulkar was getting India to the final happened yesterday, 22 years ago. And the one that he won for us in the final happened tomorrow, which is his birthday. And that's exactly what we are doing today as a tribute to Sachin Tendulkar. So for me, all my childhood was about Sachin Tendulkar batting and Sachin Tendulkar's bowling. I have watched every single test match from 1993 that happened when I was like 6 years old, right until 2013, which I was a part of. And there's only one test match in Chepauk that Sachin has missed. That was in 2004 due to his tennis elbow problems.
So that was the match when Gillespie and Martin put that mega blade innings.
I think that was a game which got...
Because Virendra Sehwag will play in the second innings, fifth day and got washed out. Then Martin Gillespie summer blade put on.
Same test match. Correct, you're right. And I think before or after that only Jason Gillespie on a double 100 at song.
After that.
I think it was against Bangladesh. As a night watchman, he went and got the double 100.
I'm not sure that.
Maybe. If you get the... இன்னைக்கு டேட்டா தப்பா தப்பு இல்ல ஏன்னா சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கரோட பர்த்டே தான் கில்லஸ்பியோட பர்த்டே போது அது பாத்துக்கலாம்.
So can I ask you something, Ash?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was part of that last match in that Sachin played in Chepauk in the stadium. And since you were there, something I always thought I should ask you in the sense, you know that in Chennai we feel very strongly about Sachin connection with Chepauk and Chennai fans, saying like it's one place where I've always felt Sachin gets one love that I don't think maybe only Bombay would give him that kind of love. Right? It's like there is this perception at least, whether it's objectively true or not. Right now, are you aware? Is Sachin aware of something like this, or like does he know the Chennai is like literally treats him like in one pedestal that is so special? We don't give that to other cricketers.
I think you need to watch out. You're talking, people are asking about MSD. So I think we should be very wary of saying that.
Hey, that goes without saying, MSD, but of course.
No, see what I remember most about Sachin is like the Superman of 90s and 2000s of Indian cricket. Okay, much beyond when Sourav Ganguly came and took over. Adhikaparna, the whole thing sort of changed, and then it moved on to MSD, and then so on and so forth. But Sachin was like the bowler and the batsman, and watching a test match at Chepauk was surreal. And Sachin knows at the back of his hand that he will make runs at Chepauk. And you asked whether he knows anything about that. He is so fond of Chepauk as a venue for him to bat. That is something that I know firsthand. And even in that test match, I think he got an 80 odd in the first innings, 2013. MSD went on to score a double hundred and we won the
100,
yeah. On the 2013 test match, Sachin will go on to finish the game second innings with 2 sixes. But first innings, I think he'll make 80 odd. Okay.
80, yeah.
And he was so disappointed that he couldn't make it. And fortunately or unfortunately, because you're talking about Sachin, he didn't have enough runs to make in the second innings. Yeah. And he didn't. Otherwise, 2008, he got that unbelievable knock against England, where he chased down the 380 odd runs. He got 100 in the second innings. 2004, tennis elbow. 1999, Pakistan. 2001 again. Second innings and the famous where Harbhajan was the man of the series and Lakshman had a double 100 Calcutta.
Yeah.
And the series, Sachin will go on to make 100 yet again in the second innings. 2001. Sorry, in the first innings he'll make 100, and we'll win the test match.
I think that was second in the 2001.
2001 no, second innings is where Samir Diggy and Harbhajan will win the game. So it was first innings 100.
Sorry.
So 99, 98 Pakistan and Australia were 3 second innings 100s. And 93 first ever test match he'll again make 170 against England, 165 odd. So Sachin and Chepauk is a different love story altogether. I don't think he's got that success even in Mumbai.
That's very nice to know. In fact, even that the England century, he dedicated it to 2611 victims right after. It was a couple of days after the incident. Then I remember that.
You mean the 2008 series,
Correct. He dedicated it.
Hey, you're bringing a lot of memories. 2008, Chennai Super Kings will go to the final and lose the final of the IPL. Okay, Anna, that year we will qualify for the Champions League. Just as we are about to start the Champions League in India, this 2611 incidents will happen and it will get called off. And after that only, I think Sachin got this 100 against England. Or after
it was after that for sure, because the Chennai, I remember I was so happy about Bombay dedicated Chennai so yeah, that's definitely
Chennai is a very, very good hunting ground, especially when we are playing Australia. Okay, I don't think 1993 test match at Chepauk, not one game, because some Hindi fans are there. I'm saying एक match भी नहीं हरा है Australia के against. So तूने जैसे कहा मेरा हिंदी इतना खराब भी नहीं है. So, what all of you should know here is SA himself is a cricketer, studied at Vidya Mandir, and if you saw that Amazon thing where he's done that small skit, he takes his skit bag and goes in the kinetic onda. So that is something I really liked, and I think a lot of cricketers on the time.
Ash, in fact, in that Amazon show, I have a joke where I refer to myself as your brother. And a lot of people actually believe that thing, and they keep asking me to date. நீங்க நிஜமாவே அஸ்வின் பிரதர் தான பாக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி
another motherனு சொல்லிக்கலாம், ஒரு மாதிரி distant relative தான், ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. I have seen another comedy. நான் குடுக்குற 750 ரூபாய்க்கு ரவிச்சந்திரன் அஸ்வின் வந்து ஸ்டாண்ட் அப் காமெடி.
அதுதான் அப்படி ஜோக்கா சொன்னதுக்கு ரவிச்சந்திரன் அஸ்வின் பிரதரா நீங்க அப்படின்றாரே, சும்மா ஒரு ஜோக்.
But Parag, I mean, not a lot of people might know there is some credit that needs to go to you. In a generation where we are talking about all these things that is mixed. You studied in Vidya Mandir. I was in PSBB. The culture and surrounding theme around it is not very different. So, on the mari paakumbodhu for cricket, or movies, or education, alongside that, a different thing that you brought into the genre was stand-up comedy. So, that is something that is very difficult against the social evil. When I was playing cricket itself, like my biggest motivation, again coming back to Sachin Tendulkar photo, I used to have it all over my room. ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஸ்டார்ல பிக்சர் வந்துச்சுன்னா கட் பண்ணி ஒட்டி வச்சு எங்க தாத்தா என்ன சொல்லுவாருன்னா, ஏய் பைத்தியமாடா நீ, சச்சினாடா வந்து உனக்கு சோறு போடுவான் அப்படின்னு. சோ நல்ல ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஜெனரேஷன்ல வந்துட்டு to think of even stand up comedy to make a career is unbelievable. So how was your journey? How difficult was it?
To be honest, it's not that dramatic. And you like you knew what you were good at an early age. People around you could point you towards that, so it made life easy for you. Whereas it took some of us a lot more time to understand. Hey, உங்களுக்கு என்ன வருதுன்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு you need to fail at a lot of things, right? To finally understand, okay,
correct.
this is what I effectively I can do. Let me now
அதுல
focus
cricket
my
ஒண்ணா
kandipa. So it already as you mentioned it 3 times that I'm a cricketer, and I have my friends spitting in either the chat or in WhatsApp live. இவனை போய்
இன்டென்ஷனே
cricket
அதுதான்.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing to do with cricket except of having the privilege of having played with Ashwin right throughout school. அவ்வளவுதான். I am not a cricketer. சும்மா
இல்ல see எனக்கு the time and again I'm going back because we can do this on another day and completely make this a stand up comedy live. That's a different issue. Let's not get there. Now I want to understand something from you. So much you know about Chepak and Sachin Tendulkar, okay? I want to know something. That game where CSK won against Mumbai Indians in 2010. I'm sure you must have been to that game.
Yeah.
How much did Sachin score in that game?
அதான் ட்ரிவியாவான
I'll give you 10 runs buffer. 10-12 runs.
I know he performed very well in that finals because he was so motivated and
No, it was not the final. It was not the final. It was a round
which
game.
Match
2010.
2010 எனக்கு ஃபைனல் மெமரி தான் இருக்கு. சாஃப் கேட்ச் எடுத்த மேட்ச்.
Final half catch at the match is in Mumbai. So this game in 2010, Sachin will get retired hurt. He'll cramp. He'll go inside and come back and bat.
Come back,
in the first half. If I'm myself not very sure, I think he'll make a 50 or a 40 odd. So I wanted to test your challenge of Sachin at Chepak.
Stats, trivia and all. It's only you. I just remember that my memory in that time when IPL came was seeing Chennai crowd fully supporting Chennai in any time anything happens. But the minute Sachin comes, it will be louder than that.
Correct.
To me, it was very hard to understand how we can bifurcate like that and
No. You'll be so surprised. Now only it's the whole aura when at Chepak CSK is turning up. CSK is getting the arousing reception, and obviously over the last 10-12 years the thing has built up. But initially I remember early days of till about 2011-12 when CSK had won, then the thing had started going. But 2008-9 la Chennai, Chennai is
that's a great quality to have. Yeah.
Most sportive crowd nu solliye they'll only back the other guys. Hey ஏண்டா ஒய் அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும்னு தோணும். ஒய்டா ஒய் அப்படின்னு கேட்கணும்னு தோணும். ஆனா கேட்டா நம்மள ஏதாவது அசிங்கமா சொல்றாங்க, அப்படியே குவைட்டா உட்காந்து வேண்டியது இல்ல. மோஸ்ட் இன்னொரு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங் என்னன்னா, சென்னை இஸ் a sporting crowdனு சொல்றதுக்கு Sachin Tendulkar, man, you won't believe in 98-99 Pakistan and Australia games, very famous games. Pakistan will lose the game. In fact, Sadagopan Rameshwara debut game.
Yeah.
Adey summa lazy glance la aaduvaru. So
Osimakaramoda shock ah irukum.
Unbelievable. I was just lost. Tamil Nadu la irundha othar kalakkrari andha mari. So in fact அந்த கேம்ல Sachin Tendulkar வந்து first innings Rahul Dravid out ஆயிட்டு போயின்னு இருப்பாரு. பாவம் ball of his life கட்சிது வசிமகரம் கிட்ட இருந்து. Sachin will walk into bat, entire crowd will erupt. உள்ள போயிட்டு சச்சின் வந்து ஒரு 4 ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சக்லேனியா யாரையோ ஆர் சம் ஃபாஸ்ட் பாலர் ஹிட் ஆ 4. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஓவர் சக்லேன் முஸ்டாக் தூசராக்கு வந்து ஸ்லிப்ல அவுட்.
ஆமா.
அதே மாதிரி ப்ரீவியஸ் கேம்ல ஆஸ்திரேலியாக்கு இதே மாதிரி ஒரு 4 ஷேன் வான ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பால், செகண்ட் பால் காட் மார்க் இட் ஸ்லிப். வந்ததே ஒரு கோவம். தர்ஸ்டே ஃப்ரைடே ஸ்கூல் லீவ் போட்டு போயிருக்கேன் மேட்ச்சுக்கு. என்ன தைரியம் அவுட் ஆறதுக்கு 4 ரன்னுக்கு. So அப்படியே என்ன பண்ணுவேன், திருப்பி 4th டே வந்து சேம் சண்டே இல்ல 4th டே, சோ 3rd or 4th டே சாட்டர்டே சண்டேல விழுந்துரும். Thursday தான் மேட்ச் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். I went both games unbelievable நாக்கியா. செகண்ட் இன்னிங்ஸ் நயன் மோங்கியா நேரா தூக்கி கோடா அடிச்சு அவுட் ஆயிடுவாரு. 100 with a back pain, full red strap, 100 சக்லேன் முஸ்டாக் திருப்பி மிட் ஆஃப்ல அவுட். இன்கிரெடிபிள் நாக். சோ எதுக்கு சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, this is his association with Chepak. அந்த கேம்ல பாகிஸ்தானோட வந்து இல்ல so close. I did a reminisce with Ash where Titan Cup game where Kumble and Srinath will take us home. This game after Sachin will make
that match.
The 100 la Srinath and Kumble will get out in no time and we lose the game. ஐயோ அதுக்கு அப்புறமா crowd மொத்தமா ஏறி நின்னு பாகிஸ்தான் ஏதோ standing ovation வாங்குவாங்க. They'll run around the ground and we'll clap, man. You can't see that anywhere else.
That's pretty much the match. Yeah, that's pretty much the match where Chennai got the christened with the name of knowledgeable cricket.
The most knowledgeable cricket.
That's amazing.
The most sportive. In fact, Vasimakaram
I know you
ஒரு கப் இருந்தா ஆளுக்கு தனியா வந்துருப்பாரு crowdல.
But since we're talking so much about Sachin and Chennai, from a cricket point of view, do you think something about Chennai's conditions plays right into the hands of Sachin's strengths? Is something that you want to expand on?
சென்னையில அடிக்கிற வெயிலுக்கு என்னப்பா சம்திங் டு சச்சின்ஸ் ஃபேவர்ல சம்திங் ஆப்போசிட் டு தி அதர் டீம்ஸ் ஃபேவர் தான். சரி, அதனாலதான் ஐ திங்க் த ஒன்லி டீம் தட் ரியலி டில் வெல் ஹியர் இஸ் பாகிஸ்தான். அண்ட் whenever teams, if you see England, Australia, I don't think many teams have come to Chennai and won the game because it's incredible humidity. You don't get that sort of humidity. Bombay, so there could be a reason. Sachin Tendulkar, Mumbai la it's very humid. He plays all his life in Mumbai and he came here in Chennai and also it's pretty very humid and pitches very similar. Red soil wickets, saying you red soil pitches. That is a little more technical. Cricket fans ku puriyum, but similar wickets in a lot of ways. But இன்னொரு important fact என்னன்னா Sachin வந்து சேப்பாக்கோட அங்க முடியல கனெக்ஷன். I think I'm not sure of the year. ஒரு கேம் வந்து where Kapil and Sachin were playing against each other in a zone game நினைக்கிறேன். Sachin will again make 100 at Chepak, man. நான் பார்த்த போல Sachin ரன் தான் சேப்பாக்கு.
And even Sierram's Cup என்னன்னா அது கூட அல்ப மாதிரி போயிருந்தேன். He made 100 in the
Challenger Trophy.
Sierram Cup நடக்குமே ஒரு எக்ஸிபிஷன் கேம் just before the Australia series. இல்ல அது Sierram Cup ஒரே ஒரு மேட்ச் ஆடுனாங்க மிக்ஸ் டீம்ஸ் மாதிரி. போயிருக்கேன். May also have come. these stand on the league players ஓட ஸ்டாண்ட் இப்போ இல்லையே அது பழைய டி ஸ்டாண்ட்
இல்ல முன்னாடி இப்பலாம் முன்னாடி ஒரு ஓல்ட் ஸ்கோர் போர்டு இருக்கும். அந்த ஓல்ட் ஸ்கோர் போர்டுல ஆவுனா சித்து தூக்கி அடிச்சுடுவார், பால் காணாம போயிடும். பழைய பெரிய ஸ்கோர் போர்டு அங்கேதான் சச்சினுக்கும் டார்கெட் தூக்கி அடிச்சுன்னு இருப்பாரு. இப்ப நிறைய ஸ்டேடியம் ஆனா மாறிடுச்சு. முன்னாடி இட் வாஸ் கான்கிரீட் பிளாக். வெயில் அடிச்சுதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோ உள்ள கிரவுண்ட்ல பயங்கரமா இருக்கும். வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட். நவ் அட்லீஸ்ட் தேர் இஸ் a breeze flowing across, so much better. உன்னோட oldest memory of Sachin என்ன say? Oldest great memory.
Oldest na as in
oldest na earliest, your earliest memory, which will be his oldest.
My earliest memory, I would say immediately, if you top of my head, Markwa getting him stumped in 96 World Cup. Wide out
goal Wankhede stadium la adana
alpa mari wide up poda adukku pinadi ball he would walk up to him and tell him, hey, he's coming down the track. Like I remember that much. Markwa put வந்து சொல்லு கரெக்ட்டா. எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி சந்தோஷம் பண்றதா அழுவறதா தெரியல.
96 World Cup லாம் சச்சின் ஆடின பேட்டிங்ல oh my god, unbelievable. chance கிடையாது. he inspired an entire generation. chance. And with that no sticker bat, அதுக்கப்புறம் right after the 96 World Cup he got into MRF contract. In fact ஊர் முழுக்க பைத்திய மாதிரி சொல்லி இருப்பேன், ஏய் MRF தெரியுமா, எங்க ஊர் கம்பெனி தான், MRF தான் அவனுக்கு சச்சினுக்கு வந்து ஸ்பான்சர் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பைத்திய மாதிரி என் பேட்ல இருக்கிற ஸ்டிக்கர்ல MRF ஸ்டிக்கர் ஒட்டிட்டு.
Hey, so what do you think of Sachin as that's another thing I want to ask you. The minute you told me let's talk about Sachin, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of him as a spinner?
Hey, மறந்தே போயிட்டேன் பாரு ஸ்பின்னரா. சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கர் பெஸ்ட் மெமரி வந்து மோயின் கானோட விக்கெட் கூகுளி போல்டு பாகிஸ்தான்ல. உனக்கு நீ இந்த கேம் பாக்கலன்னு சொன்னதால 99 பாகிஸ்தான் கேம் ரவுண்ட் தி லெக்ஸ் போல்டு யூசுப் யுவானா. அப்பெல்லாம் ஷேன் வான் மட்டும் தான் ரவுண்ட் தி லெக்ஸ் போல்டு எடுத்து பாத்திருக்கேன். சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கர் தான் அதுக்கப்புறமா. சச்சின் வித் த பால் வாஸ் அன்பிலீவபிள். ஐ திங்க் ஹி மஸ்ட் ஹவ் காட் நியர்லி 150 விக்கெட்ஸ் இன் டெஸ்ட் கிரிக்கெட் நினைக்கிறேன். ஹீஸ் காட் அ கப்புள் ஆஃப் ஃபைவர்ஸ் இன் ஒன் டே. அவரை பார்த்து தான் இன்ஃபேக்ட் வந்து லெக் ஸ்பின் போடலாம், ஆஃப் ஸ்பின் போடலாம் நான் ட்ரை பண்ணேன். முதல்ல மீடியம் பேஸ் தானே போட்டிருந்தேன். In fact, Sachin's knowledge about the game is incredible as a bowler also. He'll read the game 10 steps ahead of everybody else.
Right. So Sachin actually is probably the first memory I have of any Indian who I can quickly think of who could do both ways into spinning. It's become you guys have mastered it, normalized it. I can't even tell நீங்க போடும்போது என்ன பக்கம் போகுதுன்னு. Whereas Sachin off spin sometimes will spell வரும், leg spin வரும். So on the aspect I was like, oh, ஒரே ஆள் ரெண்டும் போட முடியுது.
முடிச்சிட்டு இப்ப போய் பாரு யூடியூப்ல அந்த வீடியோ இருக்காங்க. சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்கால அவுட் ஸ்விங் போட்டு ஹெர்ஷல் கிவ்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விக்கெட் 300 for 1. ரொம்ப வருஷம் முன்னாடி. I can't remember the year. In fact, he came to MRF Pace Foundation to bowl fast bowling, தெரியும்ல, years ago.
Oh.
ஆமா, he wanted to be a fast bowler தானே.
Oh,
and
okay.
Somebody is telling me, Harsha is telling me 150 wickets in ODI சாம்பா சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கர். In fact, சச்சின் தான் மெயின் பவுலரே ஒரு டைம்ல ஸ்பின்னர். அனில் பாய் அப்புறமா அனில் பாய் போடுவாரு, அப்புறம் அந்த பக்கம் சச்சின் தான். We never played with 5 bowlers. 5 bowlers லாம் ऐसे speak in Hindi. At least I gave it a shot. थोड़ा हिंदी में बात कर ले यार, बहुत फैंस है तेरे पास.
मैं क्या बात करना चाहिए बोलिए.
थोड़ा बात करके फिर चपाती सॉन्ग से खत्म करेंगे हम.
नहीं यार, गाना गाने के लिए अभी जगह नहीं है.
जगह नहीं है. गाना गाने के लिए सिर्फ वॉइस चाहिए, जगह थोड़ी चाहिए.
जगह मतलब माइंड में जगह नहीं है.
ओ माइंड में जगह नहीं है. ठीक है.
எப்படி பிடிச்ச பாத்தீங்களா?
எப்படி பிடிச்ச பாத்தீங்களா? சரி. I have a very important doubt. There are a lot of messages going, but Priyanka and Vasisht காணோம் இல்ல.
எப்பா அது that's not Priyanka பா, அது பேரையே மறந்துட்டேன்.
Vasisht கரெக்ட். Priyanka and Vasisht தான்.
Priyanka அது விட எதிரி ஷோ நம்ம ஒருத்தர பிடிக்கிறதுனால பேர்லாம் மறந்து போச்சு.
ஆமா கரெக்ட். 10 11 11 11 12 தானே.
Very
Alright,
yes.
it was great
Super fun
catching
doing
up.
this. Thank you.
And one wish from you for Sachin Tendulkar, from whatever you'd like to say before we sign off.
Man, more than a wish. If anything, when the minute you told me let's talk about Sachin, if there's anything that I remember that today I have changed my view on now. Early days when we were all kids, I guess it was Lara, Sachin, Mark, or choose one batsman and then compare them and do all these things. But in hindsight, when I look back at it, I realized Mark Arnold, as much as I was a fan, today my respect for him would probably stop at a level because he was playing in a legendary team. But then when you look back today, when you look at sports and the kind of discourse that we get in sports, and I look back at Sachin and what he had to carry, I felt I've appreciated Sachin way more, much later in life than what I actually did when I was following. So that's something, revisionism has happened here. And yeah, man, I mean, Sachin is what can we say? We can just say thank you, and we can just say we should be eternally grateful to a man like him who's pursued excellence with the utmost discipline and humility. That's just great inspiration for all of us.
5 on 5, 5 more question. Pinnita po. Sorry, before I finish with my tribute, it's actually Deepika and Vasisht. Priyanka, sorry, my bad guys, my bad. Okay, so my tribute goes from the days of Sachin. எங்க அப்பா எழுப்பி விட்டார் அந்த ஷார்ஜா கேம்க்கு. He woke me up saying, "Hey, parra, something fabulous is happening." அப்ப Tony Greig will say, "This young man is going for the target. He's going for the target. Can you believe it?" Those are the days. Then I wake up and see it's like basically sandstorm. I'm hit by shock storm, and then Sachin takes us to final, and it's the same. So for me, seeing Sachin moments and watching cricket only for Sachin Tendulkar and having a lot of butterflies seeing him bat, to actually playing with him and sharing some of the most historic cricket moments, all I can say is thank you, Sachin, and may God bless you with many years of being this icon that you have been for cricket. And that's all I can say. And with that, guys, we come to an end in what is today a very memorable Reminisce with Ash. Thank you, SA, for joining with me. It was wonderful. And can you finish with your gibberish?
Hey, मेरा हिंदी तो gibberish है भाई. धन्यवाद ऐश. आपका सीरीज रेमिनिस विद ऐश को मैंने बहुत गुड लक विश करता है, और आप बहुत ज्यादा एपिसोड्स करने के लिए मेरा पूरा पसंद.
तमिल में करना है, हिंदी में करना है, इंग्लिश में करना है, या सब में करना है, कैसे करना है? मेरा हिंदी बेटर है या तेरा हिंदी बेटर है, ये बाद में बात करेंगे. एक और दिन हम इंस्टा लाइव जाएंगे और बिल्कुल एक कॉमेडी शो करेंगे. और आज थैंक यू सो मच ज्वाइन करने के लिए. थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी.
Thank you, buddy.
Had fun. See you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.